Avoid the dreaded uncertainty of tipping while dining out in Europe. Brush up on local tipping customs so you know how to make a graceful exit from the table. To tip or not to tip? This is the question. Restaurant tips are more modest in Europe than in America. In most places, 10% is a big tip. At restaurants, check the menu to see if service is included. If it isn't, a tip of 5 to 10% is normal. At table service restaurants, the tipping etiquette and procedure vary slightly from country to country. But in general, European servers are paid well, and tips are considered a bonus for exceptional service or for simplicity in rounding the total bill to a convenient number. In many countries, 5 to 10% is sufficient. In Mediterranean countries, the service charge can be handled in different ways. Sometimes the menu will note that service is included, meaning that the price listed on the menu already have this charge built in. When the service is not included, the service charge might show up as a separate line item at the end of your bill. In Northern and Eastern Europe, the menu or bill is less likely to address the service charge, but you can usually assume that it's included in the price. Virtually anywhere in Europe, you can do as the Europeans do, and if you're pleased with the service, add €1 or $2 for each person in your party. Tipping is an issue only at restaurants that have waiters or waitresses. If you order your food at a counter, in a pub for example, don't tip. Of course, each country has its own quirks when it comes to tipping. In Paris and the rest of France, a 15% tip is always included in your bill. It's a French law. In Germanic countries, it's considered discreet and classy to say the total number of euros you'd like the waiter to keep, including his tip, when paying. So if a bill is 41 euros, hand him a 50 while saying 45. You'll get 5 euros back and feel like a local. In cafes, the server will usually settle the bill at the table, calculate the total, including the tip, and tell the server the total sum you would like to pay. If you need a little bit more time to calculate, you may leave the tip on the table, though this isn't common practice in outdoor cafes. Prague and most places in the Czech Republic, your bill will state whether or not service is included. In most cases, it's not, so round up the bill by adding 5 to 10% and pay in cash. Speaking just a few words of Czech will get you better service. If you greet your waiter in English, they'll want a 15% tip. In London, many restaurants list a 12.5% optional tip on the bill, but you should only tip what you feel the service warrants. Typically, it's better to hand the tip to the waiter when you're paying your bill than to leave it on the table, particularly in busy places where the wrong party might pocket the change. Servers prefer to be tipped in cash, even if you pay with your credit card. Otherwise, the tip may never reach your server. In many cases, there isn't even a line on the credit card receipt for a tip.